Welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are going to furnish and fixer-upper, I don't know, an apartment that I've built into our department store slash shopping mall. I already did this with the chic apartment, so this is a huge building with a department store, and the upper floor are 2 apartments for Sims living there. This is also part of my whole Willow Creek campus world. I'm turning Willow Creek into a campus with you guys, and therefore I'm going to build or turn this apartment into a roommate's apartment, a shared apartment for 3 veterinarian students. So they are starting to become veterinarians, and of course they also have a dog, because I just thought that would be super cute, and finally with the new cats and dogs pack we can have little animals living in our little apartments. I'm so excited. So yeah, I wanted to go with 3 male vet students, and this is because they have met through vet school and all lived in a dorm, maybe even our dorm that we have built together, guys. And this is how they kind of got to know each other and thought, living in the dorm is boring, let's just move together. And this apartment was kind of not yet, not fixer up, like there are still the old walls in there. So this has this very loft-like brick wall everywhere, which is something that you see in all these old houses. You know, guys, that the department store, or like the whole building this is more European inspired. I myself have lived in these kinds of apartments like a lot. I've lived in a lot of apartments already in my life, and yeah, it's just sometimes you have these kinds of brick walls when they don't have put, you know, something over the brick wall to have normal wallpaper on there. And this is how you kind of furnish this. It's hard to mount anything on there since you will mess up the brick like wall, interior, whatever. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky, so I try to not have something that is really heavy and has to be put on the wall. I guess lots of these things are, yeah, like standalone pieces in my opinion. And since this is like also a whole apartment for 3 vet students, it's going to be really messy, super colorful. I guess like everybody like put in the furniture and everything. It still looks super stylish, but the color theme here is off the charts. So I really hope that you like it. I really still try to make it look as if everything fits together kind of with the colors, but no, well, you will see this. I guess you already see this here. It's going to have lots and lots of color, but the main inspiration was a dark blue, because I really thought it goes so well with the brick color, that I chose here for all the brick wallpaper in this loft. And yeah, they have, like in the other apartment, I don't know, like a counter kitchen thing that's dividing the kitchen to the living room, but so they can look inside the kitchen who is cooking right now, and the person who's cooking right now, or whatever, baking. Yeah, they can talk to the persons who are like sitting in the living room or something. Maybe they are studying there or something. Maybe even the dog is like hanging out there. I even put some pillows there on one of the little poofs that came, I guess, with the city living pack. So I just imagined that maybe the dog is lying there all the time. This is like the favorite spot where the dog shouldn't supposed to be, you know? I guess every dog owner knows this, that some dogs just love different spots in the house where they aren't maybe not even allowed to go to. I know this for like all my dogs that I had, that they had like their certain favorite spots of the house where you could always find them if you were just, you know, looking for them. So yeah, it's super colorful. I went with all the packs here. Of course, I didn't use any custom content for you guys to download, but I of course used all the packs. Mainly, of course, cats and dogs, because I wanted all the furniture that came with this pack has like little paws on it or little animals. And I just thought, since it's like a vet student's apartment, how can I make it look more like a vet student's apartment? So maybe they have this really ghastly, in my opinion, looking curtains everywhere. They are very colorful and there are little animals on it. I guess for me personally, it's more of a curtain that you would put into a kids or children's room. But yeah, I just thought I have to make it look more like for vet students. So yeah, this is how it turned out at the end. There will be lots and lots of these kind of whimsical, very colorful children's furniture, in my opinion, that have these animal prints on them. Well, not animal prints, but animals, like animals printed on them. And yeah, I started like with the whole kitchen, living room interior design. It was kind of tricky to build something with all these niches and corners that came through the windows. I don't know what to call them. The windows? The window sacks. Why? The little window niches, I guess they are called. And I wanted it to look super cramped. I actually, when I was building this or like furnishing this, I decided, okay, at the end I will go into debug mode and like put lots and lots of other things that we have in debug mode. But no, I couldn't do this because I already cramped up everything kinda, and there was no need to put in something from the debug mode. And yeah, I just liked how it looked like. It's like super cramped, and it reminded me of like my roommate's apartment a little bit when I was studying. So yeah, this is how it looks like. It's never tidy. You always argue with your roommates who has to do the dishes or something else to clean up, and it's like stuff from everywhere. It's sometimes you don't even know who owns what. Like, for example, I can remember that we had like one car sign, not a car sign, but for traffic, a traffic sign, and it hung on the wall. And then when we, moved out, I was like, whose traffic sign is this, by the way? I was always wondering, and nobody knew, like, whose traffic sign? How did it come there? And like all these little things are so typical, I guess, after like a couple of years or like a year or and a half living together. There's stuff that you don't know who owns it. And you just don't know, and you will never figure it out, by the way. So I try to use lots and lots of these clutter items as well that kinda are very random, but that kinda appear somehow magically into a student's apartment. It's just how these things happen. I don't know why. So then I started to do the little rooms. I started with one that is like a little corner section. By the way, the layout with the longer kitchen counter, which is supposed to be the closet here as well. I also chose, I guess this is like a parenthood bed, because I like the bedding, it's a little bit more clean, and the whole theme is like with blacks, reds, and whites here, so you will see the black, reds, and whites also like in the kitchen, for example. So maybe this person just likes red and black and therefore has popped all the black and red objects everywhere. And since these are vet students, of course, I put up also the little posters about the different breeds and everything. Like everything that is kind of a little bit pet related or animal related in general, of course. And this one is maybe like the freshman, because I used lots and lots of these kinds of posters. So maybe he's still learning and therefore has lots of these posters to remind him or to memorize all these things that he learns at the vet clinic or like the vet school. By the way, guys, I also chose this whole theme for vet students because then for the Willow Creek campus, of course, I can do a vet school. And I'm so excited to build like a faculty for vet students or veterinarians. Oh my god, this is going to be epic. So I'm really looking forward to this. So officially I can now announce that you can study biology and, you know, veterinary, I don't know the English word for this, like animal medicine at the Willow Creek campus. So if you want to enroll, please enlist down below in the comments. You don't have to pay any tuition for this, you just have to download the whole campus. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to building like the whole lecture hall veterinarian school. And yeah, I'm so super looking forward to it. So sorry that I'm rambling so much about it, but yeah, I was just, while I was building this, I'm like, I can build a faculty. This is going to be awesome. And I have like lots of traffic outside. God damn it, what's happening here? Living in the city, by the way, is sometimes really cool for doing voiceover, so I apologize in advance if you hear cars honking or whatever it's called. So yeah, the other room is basically one who's like more in this scientific kind of interest. So I decided he maybe is a, how's it called, a xenobiologist, maybe somebody who is more interested into bacteria and animals from other planets. So basically that's bacteria fast right now. So maybe he's like studying, or his master's, he's working on the master thesis or his PhD, I don't know, about how animals can live on other planets that we have terraformed or something, you know, something that has to do with space and therefore kind of fits like the whole space theme that I chose there as well. And then the biggest bedroom is also the one from the owner of this apartment, I guess. So this is the son of the department store owner. The department store owner is male. We already figured that out through my chic apartment. And he has a son and he is like in his last year at campus. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I'm really trying to figure out what kind of, you know, story there is. So basically we have three really different kinds of, you know, Sims or like guys living there. One is actually pretty privileged but loves the whole animal biology thing and kind of disappointed his very rich dad, who owns the department store, of course, that he wants to be like a veterinarian, not like the manager of the department store or something like this. So he's totally dedicated to animals. I gave him more of the fish poster, so maybe his specialty are like marine animals or something like this. And also, since he's like, he owns the whole apartment because his father, of course, like gave it to him, he has the biggest bedroom, of course. So this is the whole story, of course. Also in the whole apartment, there will be lots and lots of little knickknacks. Like I said, there will be lots and lots of clutter everywhere, since I love to do lots of clutter builds. Also some decor boards or something where they can write messages to each other, which is something that we did when I was living in like a roommate apartment. Of course, I am thinking about creating them and create a sim and create a pet. So they will have, of course, a dog, and the dog is basically a like somebody gave it to them because it was really hurt, and the three of them kind of bonded together during living in the dorm room while they were, I don't know, working on the dog to make it feel better. I'm really sorry that I don't know all the terminology here, but yeah, this is my basic story. Anyway guys, this is basically it. I really hope that you like it. Please enjoy the video tour and I will see you soon. Bye bye!